capability of doing this. I have seen amazing transformations. There is an enormous potential in women that I did not imagine. They arrive completely destroyed, and they fight. And they fight between life and death. But afterwards, they have an incredible strength. The City of Joy will give them this possibility to say what happened to them, to tell that people have tried to destroy them, but we can tell them that they're strong and can fight.
I want to find out about the support you're getting in this country. The American medical establishment, medical groups here, are they helping you, Dr. Mukwege?
For
the moment, we have some support. For example, USAID supported us for a while, and this year we hope that they will support particularly taking charge of the fistula. We have a pool of doctors who regularly come. They come from Harvard Humanitarian Initiative, and they are gynecologists, urogynecologists, and we do exchanges with them.
I don't want to get too graphic, but the horror is that this is what happens. Eve, just explain what fistula is so people understand.
I actually sat in a fistula operation just because I wanted to see it. But essentially, it is a hole inside a woman between her bladder and vagina, or vagina and her rectum, that is caused, it was earlier caused by birth or having to hold her baby for too long, and she would open it up. And now a lot of it's being caused by things being shoved inside her, guns.
And so this hole has to be sealed.
The hole's about the size of a quarter, and as a result of it, it looks like a hole. It's almost like a hole in the ozone. That's what it feels like, where infection and all kinds of things can get in, and where she can't hold her thing, her pee or her feces sometimes. And what's terrible about it is that when a woman has this, obviously when you're a little girl and you're 8 years old and you're constantly peeing on yourself, you smell bad. And so you alienate, and you're humiliated, and you're shamed all the time by your community. So there's so many long-term consequences. And I know Dr. Mukwege knows far more about fistula than I do, but I've tried to study at the...
Well, tell us about the tour as we wrap up right now, this 5-city tour that you're going on.
Well, I also want to say there's plenty of people in this country who are supporting V-Day. Open Square, for example, is supporting this tour, a wonderful foundation. And we're going to 5 cities with the hope of reaching all kinds of various groups in this country. We're going to be beginning on the 11th and the 92nd Street Y.
Here in New York.
Here in New York. Then we're going to L.A. and we'll be at USC on February 14th.
No, that's significant. It's Valentine's Day.
Yes.
It's how all of your work began, to change what it is to
That's right.
show the heart.
That's right, the vagina heart. And we're going to be there because they're doing a huge V-Day, and they've invited us to be there at the end of the show to do an interview together. And then we'll be at the City Arts on February 18th in San Francisco, and we'll be in Atlanta at the Carter Center on the 23rd, and then February 25th we'll be in D.C. at the Howard University. And we're going to hopefully be meeting with a lot of political people and senators, and we hopefully will see Secretary Clinton and Susan Rice. I think it's really important, Dr. Mukwege, and they meet Dr. Mukwege, because I think if there were a man in the world who was creating a new idea of what men can be and bringing a new sense of how we cherish women and honor women, this would be the man.
I want to thank you both for being with us. Eve Ensler, founder of V-Day, award-winning playwright, founder of V-Day, the global movement to raise awareness about and fight violence against girls and women, and Dr. Denis Mukwege, who is founder of the Panzi Hospital in Eastern Congo. We will link to your website at ours at democracynow.org, vday.org.